It's Feel Good Friday here on the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel as Hull City have mauled, no short word of saying it, mauled Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. 3-0. 3-0. Once more for you lot in the back. 3 bloody 0. Yes. Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. If you can't tell, we do Hull City here. Hull City just beat Sheffield United 3-0 at Bramall Lane with an absolute masterclass from everyone on the field. Sheffield United looked horrid. Hull City looked like they were ready to go on and compete for the Champions League final. I mean, let's be frank about it, shall we? Joking aside, it was fantastic from everyone for City. I can't fault a player in that starting lineup. I had my live stream going, was loving life, and I said in the live stream, I said, this reaction video may be about an hour long because of how much I've got to say. Brilliant stuff about this squad, about this team, about Sayers, the backroom staff. I said everything. So if you do want to check stuff out, go and check out the VOD of the live stream on the channel. Of course, it's quite a long watch, so I appreciate stick around here for the condensed version. So, 3 goals for the Tigers. Well, Matt Crooks grabs his first in the 5th or 6th minute. Brilliant start to the game. Then we'll just move on to Matty Jacob grabbing his first championship goal for Hull City. Of course, scored in the FA Cup last year to grab his first Hull City senior goal. Just scored a nice little tap in to foil the entire defence of Sheffield United. And then João Pedro sends one into the box, which comes off Burrows and turns into the back of the net, making it 3-0. Chef's kiss from João Pedro as well to celebrate. Beautiful stuff. So that's your 3 goals. That's your goal rundown. The game was much more than a 3-0 win. And before I get into anything, the huge thing, not only is it a 3-0 win, goal difference is going to love it. -11 now to -8 goal difference in the league. Beautiful for this relegation battle that we seem to have ourselves in. But it's a clean sheet. Panda starts, gets a clean sheet. Defensively sound, clean sheet. An attack-minded side gets a clean sheet against second in the league. Yes, Hull City get a clean sheet. 4 clean sheets this season we've had, including this one. 4. And one of them's against second in the bloody league. Beautiful. Beautiful. Panda grabs his 3rd clean sheet of the season. And fantastic. We've had debutants play. Beautiful stuff. The fans were going mental. Beautiful stuff. Sayers was getting smiles out of everyone at full time. He was loving life. Beautiful. So, I mean, we will eventually go through our rundown of the team and give our ratings, but I just want to take a moment to appreciate this high. We had a bit of a tough week, let's say. We started with a good win away at Millwall, and then a really tough home loss against QPR. Of course, a 2-1 loss may not seem bad on the tables, but it was pretty bad, wasn't it? But now we go away, similar to people comparing it, and myself comparing it to the Leeds game. I said in the prediction video yesterday, I mean, how wrong was I? I always go with the line, deluded optimism. I said 2-2. No way in my wildest dreams would I have picked a Hull City win, let alone a 3-0 win away from home at Bramall Lane, not forget. Beautiful stuff. I don't know how many times I want to say beautiful stuff, but I'm going to say beautiful stuff once more for you. Fantastic. I mean, no one... I had someone in the stream 3-0 Sheffield United. Flip that on its head. I think I may have seen 2 Hull City fans predict a win. And it was a 2-1 win for Hull City, which is a bit of a narrow one, isn't it? Not quite as narrow as what it was. I mean, fantastic. I'll just give you this little bit of information. I don't like to sing More by the Tigers until there's a 3-goal clearance. But I saw the fans singing it as João Pedro was charging forwards. And I thought, screw it. I'm going to start singing it. More by the Tigers, more by the João Pedro goal! 3rd goal goes in. I mean, I'll have the shorts and the VODs and stuff up with all the highlights from the stream. And you'll see that at some point in the coming days. But fantastic. Everything about this game is what you've wanted all season. The angst of Tim Volter, to the uncertainty before the January transfer window, to the point we're in now where we've made 6 signings. Elliot Matteso signed 2 hours before the game and was in that lineup and played well coming on the pitch in his debut. To the point now where we've come off the back of a devastating loss at home. Before that, we picked up a good win away at Millwall to pick up an even bigger win. Dare I say it is the biggest win of the season. This is up there with the likes of the Southampton the Southampton away game last season, the Ipswich home game last season, the Leicester City away win last season. And know what all them sides have in common? They're all in the Premier League right now. So, huge results then, huge result now for Hull City. Fantastic. The only problem is, we've got 8 days to wait until... I went into a bit of a goat there. 8 days to go until we play again. Stoke City away. Well, we know what happened last time we played... Stoke City at home, sorry. We know what happened last time we played Stoke City away. Well, it was a win for Hull City, and it was one of the 3 Tim Walter League wins. So, you never know. Signings still coming in. Reported 8 possibly due this transfer window. We made 6. I can count on my hands 2. Possibly 3 more to come in. It's all coming up. Hull City, finally. Everyone that's stuck with this squad all season, through, I say, the angst of Tim Walter, the uncertainty before Ruben Sayers joined, the bit of a lift with Ruben Sayers, to a bit more of angst coming to the January transfer window, to the point now. And before I go into the rating the squad, which I promise I will come to in this video, can I give a minute for Ruben bloody Sayers? What a man, what a manager. The job that he's done with this squad, week in, week out, has been nothing short but fantastic. He's managed to shape the squad from the devastationless, whatever I'm saying, the absolutely calamitous mistake that Tim Walter left the squad in, to the point where players didn't want to even play football anymore, let alone play for the club, to the point now where everyone has possibly had a game of the season contendership. I said it on the live stream, I said, I feel bad about picking a man of the match for this game. I'll go through it in a minute and I'll justify my decision. Although I think there could be 4 or 5 man of the matches in this game. And I'm sure that you'll agree with me. I'd probably maybe pick a different 4 or 5 players because everyone put that much energy, that much effort into it. And the huge thing I noticed from minute 1, pretty much once the Matt Crooks goal went in, I noticed this. The defensive shape, the strength with that shape, was second to none. It's nothing I've seen Hull City have. I want to say even before Liam Rosinia, Shota Arvelazed, Grant McCann, all were rolling the back for years until I've seen a stronger defensive shape than that. Sheffield United, yes, they had the ball. They were making their quick passes. They were trying to break us down. We held our defensive shape brilliantly. Everyone contributed defensively. That's what I said at the start of the game. I went, it's an attack-minded team. This will only work if they can get back and help defensively, which I'm going to go through the players that really helped it massively. I mean, Kyle Joseph, to mention him, he's going to be a future star for Hull City. He's probably already bought himself a few shirts with names on the back for players that went there today. I'm sure there's a few kids going, hey, Mum, can I get a Kyle Joseph shirt, please, for my birthday? I'm sure that's going to be a conversation or 2 or 3 happening on a drive home from Sheffield or even in someone's living room this evening. Beautiful stuff. I've said it again. It's going to become a trademark at this point. Right. Before I clamour too much on about the fantastic job that Ruben Sayers and the backroom staff has done, one more thing. I mean, it's madness, this. Defensively, clean sheet. Defensively strong. It's brilliant. It's what Ruben Sayers is coming to do. Stat popped up on Sky. Possession has dropped from Tim Walter to Ruben Sayers. I'm fine with that. If we're winning 3-0 against second in the league, a side that could be top if they didn't have a 2-point deduction at the start of the season, let's not forget. Against a side like that, if we can pick up a 3-0 win, 3 points on the road, with 40-odd% possession. I'm going to have a quick look at the stats now on my monitor. A 39% possession. It was averaged around 41% for this season under Ruben Sayers. Absolutely bloody fantastic. I mean, I'll look at the stats right now. Shots, 16 for Sheffield United, 8 for Hull City. They can have as many shots as they like, but if they're only going to have 2 on target, Panda's got nothing to worry about, has he? Hull City had 5 shots on target. I mean, you roll back maybe even a month or 2 ago, and I was going, it's been like this for months. Where are the shots coming from? No one's taking efforts. 5 bloody shots on target? Oh, I said possession. 61% in favour of Sheffield United. To quote Grant McCann in a 1-0 win at Bournemouth that Hull City picked up during his time at Hull City. You can have the ball, you can take the ball home, we'll take the 3 points. That's the only thing I like that Grant McCann said. I'll take that one with you. And it was a bit of a battle as well. 15 fouls Hull City gave away. 8 Sheffield United gave away. I mean, Peck was doing my head in. I called him Peck the prick at points in the game. Just for lashing out on Joe Gelhardt and Matazo at points. It was just idiotic. I mean, 3-0. Come on, get a hold of yourself. Fantastic. So now, finally, let's do my Hull City team breakdown. Panda in net. Now, Panda is going to get my man of the match. Clean sheet, big saves, and I feel too bad personally going, okay, Matt Crooks, you get the goal because he had a fantastic first half. We'll talk about it in a minute. Joe Gelhardt was fantastic for the game. Alzate was perfect from minute 1 to the end. Everyone, I can say about everyone. Kyle Joseph, Mike Jacob got a goal. Elliot Matazo. I mean, I'm just going to rack through the entire squad at this point. But Panda getting a clean sheet, proving something about when Rushworth went packing, because Brighton wanted him back. Panda was straight back in scrabbing his number 1 shirt back. And he's here. He grabbed a clean sheet. Big saves. Yes, Sheffield United didn't trouble him too much. Big saves. His playing out from the back, it's improved as well. I'm pretty sure that's come from Rushworth, who's known for playing with his feet. But Panda didn't make a mistake that I saw playing out from the back. Fantastic. So it's going to be a man of the match. It's going to be a 9.5 match rating, because I'm not thinking ahead and players, they have to get more than a 9 match rating. And if he's a man of the match, 9.5. So Sean McLaughlin started the game at left back. Fantastic again from Sean McLaughlin. Blocks here, there, and every bloody where. It's Sean McLaughlin. Fantastic. He's done a brilliant job in these past few games. Even when he was moved to centre back when Finley Burns went off. Fan-bloody-tastic. Sean McLaughlin, he's aging like a fine wine this season. Many fans were going, why is that Sean McLaughlin still in this squad? Oh, past 3 games, starting at left back. All of them, I think all of them, moving to centre back at some point. It's brilliant. It's brilliant from Sean McLaughlin. I'm slowly losing my voice now. Sean McLaughlin, a 8 match rating. Alfie Jones, same thing. Blocks, using his pace, his body weight, took the captain's armband in this game. Coyle's still out with that leg injury, with the gashes, whatever I'm trying to say, from the Millwall game. Alfie Jones, 8 match rating. Finley Burns was subbed off, but still, I'd say that's the best I've seen from Finley Burns. If I was going to be nitty and gritty, which I'm not, well, I kind of am. Finley Burns, worst player out there. He still had a stellar game. That's showing you the level of integrity, the attitude from the City squad. I want this every week now. I don't expect anything less. But Finley Burns, a 7.5 match rating. Cody Drammer, fantastic. That second half, beautiful. Cody Drammer is going to go home tonight. He's going to empty out his pockets. He's got his keys. He's got his wallet. He's got his phone. And what's this? Oh, he's got Ben Brereton Diaz. Because he had no chance against Cody Drammer. That's why they subbed him off. One of their new big money market signings, Ben Brereton Diaz. You know Ben Brereton Diaz, don't you? We just got pocketed by Cody Drammer. For a full, I want to say, 60-odd minutes until he got subbed off. Brilliant. Regan Slater, against his boyhood club, the team that he used to play for, the team that he still supports. Brilliant. You wouldn't have guessed. Possibly one of the best Regan Slater performances we've seen this season. Fantastic. He didn't even play the entire game. Brilliant. He was up for it. Did I give Cody Drammer a rating? Well, I'm going to do it now. 8.2. Regan Slater. 7.9. Stephen Alzate. Fantastic. Alzate, I feel like I'm a broken record repeating his performances because he does the exact same thing every week. He's there, he's in and around the midfield, he's doing stuff, he's moving, he's getting the ball back, he's playing forwards, he's getting back, doing defensive action. He's someone that could very easily go as a silent nobody in that midfield where nobody really notices how hard he's working. But because he works that extra 10%, he gets noticed because he's fantastic. So, Steven Alzate, 8.2, same as Drama. Matt Crooks, a bloody fantastic full debut, isn't it? He played 50-odd minutes or so, grabbed a goal. A beautiful goal it was as well. Curling effort from outside the area. First time. Can't blame him for taking it, because it went in the back of the net. But Matt Crooks, that first half, something unreal. If that's the player that we've got, I'm happy. I'm beyond happy. Matt Crooks, wow. Starting player, that is his starting player. Matt Crooks, I don't know. A 9 match rating just because he didn't play the full game. Joe Geldhart, I mean, we're moving from star to star in this game, aren't we? Joe Geldhart, fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic. I'm going to give his rating just because it's on top of the head. He's going to get a 9.4 just because I can't put him over Panda. Of course, he got subbed off. But Joe Geldhart, fan-bloody-tastic. He held up the opposition. He outskilled Sheffield United. This is a player that, before he came to Hull City on loan 3 games ago, he was struggling for game time at Leeds United. I'm sure they'd take him back in a heartbeat after what he's produced in these 3 games for City. He's been non-stop fantastic. Holding up the ball, outskilling Sheffield United, a team that's facing off against Leeds United in the title race, let's not forget. Contributing going forwards, down on the left, in through the centre, even going out towards the right. I said it QPR Tuesday. I said, I want to see Joe Geldhart on the left. I think that'll work. I think that'll be better. By God, Joe Geldhart on the left, something extraordinary. Still, it was good against QPR. This was that bit better, wasn't it? And he didn't even need a goal for his name. Fantastic. Joe Geldhart, 9.4. Carl Joseph, full debut. Everything you want from him. Striker, started over João Pedro. And he ran his socks off, didn't he? He ran his bloody socks off. He just ran, and worked his socks off. Got back defensive action. Got forwards. Contributed going forwards. Ran down, applied pressure towards Sheffield United. Cooper, their keeper, didn't know what was coming at them when they saw Kyle Joseph chasing down them. What a steal that's going to become, that contract of £2.5 million for 3.5 years. What a steal that is going to become. Beautiful stuff from him. I'm going to say 9.2, 9.1 again. Same as Matt Crooks. Why are we going Matt Crooks? Because obviously he got subbed off at the same time as Crooks. I believe he did. It may have been, no, a bit later. Yes, a bit later. Abu Kamara. So this is the last player in the starting line, but I mean, we still have 5 substitutes that work the socks off as well. Abu Kamara. Not the best Abu Kamara performance we've seen, because we saw him 2 in against Leeds. But I'd say that's definitely up there with Abu Kamara performances. His work rate, up here. His defensive rate, up here. He put blocks in corners, blocks. He was helping shape balls into the centre. He was working hard. And there's so much improvement coming through Abu Kamara's game that it's going to get to a point where his deal seems fantastic. Why did Norwich let go of him? Why did they send him to us? Because that player that we've got there, in the future, I say a season's time, he's going to be someone that you'd probably be looking to be the difference maker in the City squad. And he's on his way to being that, isn't he? So Abu Kamara, I don't know, 8.9 rating. So the bench, I'll go through in the order I've got it in here. So João Pedro, he wasn't first on, but I don't know what this order is. So João Pedro, fantastic from him. He held up play. He assisted the own goal from Burrows. Could have maybe been his goal if it was a bit more on target, but it wasn't. It went in anyway, so they all count the same, don't they? So João Pedro, fantastic. He held it up. I think this may be a new suit of choice for João Pedro to come off the bench, hold things up, but still provide attackingly. I think that might be a good thing. I was maybe going, when the signings were coming, I was like, oh, João Pedro starts striker, and then Kyle Joseph maybe a secondary striker off him or something like this. I don't want to change anything about this moving into Stoke at home next Saturday. I don't want to change anything. I think João Pedro played his role off the bench perfectly. A 7.8 match rating. And that's from a bench player. Probably the highest one I've given from a bench player. But I mean, some of these players, other players are going to get high ratings. Gustavo Puerta. Puerta came on and just helped hold out for the win. Fantastically done. I maybe lob him and Burstow together. So Gustavo Puerta came on, did his job in midfield defensively, and then also getting the ball up a little bit to help thwart the time that was maybe rapidly going against us. Gustavo Puerta, fantastic. I'm going to give him a 7 match rating. Mason Burstow a little bit less, but I thought he did a good job out on the left wing. I said this in the stream. I said this is a better Mason Burstow performance than what we've seen in the past few games. So fantastic from Mason Burstow. Similar effort from Gustavo Puerta. So I'm going to give him a 6.6 match rating. Wasn't as involved as Puerta, but still fantastic. I'm going to save the goal scorer for the end. So it's Elliot Matazo. I said he signed 2 hours before the game. I've got the video up on the channel announcing his signing. I went pretty much straight into the live stream. My God, he was fantastic, wasn't he? Came off the bench, debut, contributed, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm saying this about everyone. I'm not really giving a too much detailed response on face value because everyone was just brilliant. I can't say they weren't brilliant because they were brilliant. Oh, the smile on my face. Elliot Matazo, what a fantastic introduction to his time at City. I mean, along with a few of the other new players. But Elliot Matazo, fantastic introduction, whatever I'm trying to say. It was brilliant. Elliot Matazo, take a bow, my friend. He worked hard, box to box, and I was noticing this in the game. It's fantastic that we've gotten to the point now, with the signings, with the style of play that Ruben Sayers is doing, where we can do like-for-like changes all over the field, still get what we need out of that moment with the changes, but also provide attackingly, provide defensively. Elliot Matazo replaced Crooks, I believe. Like-for-like change somewhat. Of course, they do have different styles of play, but their skill suit, what they're best at, very, very similar. Fantastic. So Elliot Matazo, I can't even think of. I've just given him a rating. If I've not, I am going to do now a 7.2 match rating. Matty Jacob, goal scorer, yellow card. Who cares? Goal scorer, you do care. Yellow card, you probably don't. But Matty Jacob, his granddad used to play for Hull, and I'm sure he's looking down and I'm happy if he's... I'm not sure if he's still with us. But I'm sure his granddad, in some aspect, is very, very happy with him at the moment, as I am, as every City fan is. He was loving life at the full-time scenes with the away end, and he should be. Goal for the Tigers. Second goal. Beautiful. And he played his socks off yet again. Matty Jacob, this season, from what we've seen from him, he has been non-stop brilliant. Came on back into his left-back slot, but him and McLaughlin were still interchanging. At points, I saw Matty Jacob going and helping out in centre-back, and he still did a good job. He helped thwart anything coming down that left-hand avenue. He helped provide going forwards. I say that. He grabbed a goal. You know how much he helped out going forwards. It's brilliant. So, Matty Jacob, it's going to be an 8-match rating from me. And I presume, without rolling back into the archives, that's the highest match rating I've given to a bench, a substitute player. And we didn't even use Harry Vaughan, Andy Smith, Amrabat, and then Lo Tutala being the backup keeper. There's so many points from this game, but I do not want to rattle on for an hour. As I said, I probably could. I'm, 23 minutes in here. I don't want to rattle on for too much longer. So I am going to leave it here. Expect videos over the weekend and into next week where I divulge this win even more, divulge what City are doing, and of course divulge the transfers, as Hull City are not done yet. You cannot kick a tiger, and you certainly cannot kick a high-flying tiger. As Hull City, will they maul Sheffield United 3-0 at Bramall Lane? Stay tuned on the channel by liking and subscribing. As I will see you in the next video where, who knows, we may go on and score 5 past Burnley in 2 weeks' time. Who knows? Up the Tigers! Get in!